So the first thing I'm going to do for this centerpiece is, if you remember these really nice solid hunks of wood that Dollar Tree was selling in the form of a sign, I have two of these that are going to act as the side walls of my centerpiece. So I am just going to go ahead and paint these in chalk paint. So let's do that first. So step one is done. I have thrown a few coats of paint onto both of these. Ugh. And I didn't do the bottom because it doesn't matter. Okay, so now on with the project. Okay, so these have dried now, and I could not get those stickers off to save my life, but I covered it in the chalk paint, and the stickered side will just go on the inside. So what I'm going to do next is actually use one of these cat scratchers from Dollar Tree. And if you notice, let's just do one. That'll be easier. It is not exactly long enough, but I'm just going to kind of center the difference. So there'll be a little empty space on the sides, which I will lay floral foam on top, so it should be okay. So the great thing about this is that even though it's all honeycombed like this, the sides are solid. So now what I'm gonna do, and I'm sorry for this angle, it's a very, this is like a bulky DIY, so I'm trying my best to show you here. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to put some E6000 and hot glue on these sides, center the difference, just attach them, and then let them cure, okay? And then after that's all done, I'm going to be attaching something to the sides, filling this with floral foam, making the arrangement, whole bunch of different stuff. But right now, this is the step that we're at. We're just going to hot glue and E6000 the wood to the cat scratcher. All right, so this is where we're at right now, and we're just going to let this dry. If you are by any chance new to the world of crafting or new to the world of E6000, the reason why I put both of these, both the hot glue and the E6000 on here, is because ideally I would like this kind of like vice gripped in a way, because the E6000 takes 24 hours to fully cure. Since this is awkward and bulky, anytime I have a project like this, I use the hot glue as well. Because it holds the project together for me long enough for the E6000 to cure. The hot glue is not really doing any of the holding for me. I don't really care about it at the end, because the E6000, nothing will beat it. So the hot glue is just helping me hold this together while the E6000 cures, while the one I care about cures. And then once this is semi-dry, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach the sides to this, which I am going to be using wooden rulers for. And I'm probably going to throw a coat of white paint on those as well. So I'll see you all in a second. Now what I'm doing next is taking two of these wooden rulers from Dollar Tree. I am removing the plastic measurement portion. Side note, these are really cool and sticky if you need to put measurements down on something, on a craft table or something like that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Then what I'm going to do is just cut this. I've done one already. So I'm going to cut it and then throw a layer of chalk paint on there as well, and then glue it onto the sides. So I will be right back with that. Okay, and now with these little ruler pieces, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to, as I did with the cat scratcher, I'm going to do hot glue and E6000. I need to hurry up because the hot glue is running. Okay. All right, that's one side. And now I'll just go ahead and do the other side. And now, while I have my glue gun out and stuff, I'm just going to glue 3 button magnets towards the top of this. So I'm just going to put a spot of hot glue there. I am not going to use E6000 on this in case I ever want or need to move them. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is what they look like glued on. Nothing in particular or special or crazy, but I am actually going to go and do another coat of chalk paint over them because I would like them to be very, very white and as least noticeable as possible. So I'm going to put one more coat on there. Next thing we're going to do is take these dry floral foam blocks from Dollar Tree. The hardest part is opening them. And then once I get it open, I am going to take a knife, which is also from Dollar Tree, and just cut this in half thickness, right down the middle, and keep that whole. Okay, so you have 2 halves. Going to open up the other one and do the same thing, right down the middle. Okay, then I'm going to take one of those halves and cut little bars about that size and do 2 of those bars. Then I'm going to cut a rectangular piece. I'm just eyeballing it like that. Okay, this is what we did with them. The 2 half blocks, the 2 bars, and then that little rectangles over here on the right side. You can do this double height, do 2 wood pieces if you want it higher, then use full blocks, you know, the whole thing. But like this, it doesn't show on the sides, so it's pretty good, and it's good enough for me because I like to keep things easy and simple. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cut these off, which is just off of one of the floral pieces. So I'm going to cut these off. It happens to be the perfect amount. I have 5 pumpkins and gourds. So I'm going to cut these off and use these as the picks to secure the pumpkins and gourds into the foam. So I'm just going to use them as like little dowels or picks so that the pumpkins and gourds don't move around so much. And just to show you what I mean, so I just stuck it in the bottom as a pick, and this way we can secure it into the foam. So this is it. And obviously you just play around with it however looks to your particular liking. Like, I need to move some stuff over here. And you just move everything around. But this gives you the basic idea. Let's see what we can take out of here. Oh no, that's 2. Oh, it's 2. Okay. Stick one back in. Move one over here. Perfect. So this just gives you the idea. Now let me show you my favorite part of this idea that I came up with. So this is an interchangeable centerpiece, okay? you can switch this out for Christmas, the holiday seasons, whatever you want to do. You can even make an Easter one, whatever it may be. These button magnets barely show, so if you didn't want to put anything on it at some point, that would be okay as well, because it would not be the end of the world. However, these metal words from Dollar Tree that they had in the fall, and they have them for Christmas as well, I want to do for the fall harvest. The beautiful thing is welcome you can use at any time and change this out however you want. Do summer stuff, do, I don't know, cactus, anything you want, succulents. So the welcome is awesome. But I'm going to just throw harvest on here real quick. And there you go. So that's harvest. If I can lift this up to show you. That's a little crooked. Oh, it's just like written crooked. Okay, so there's harvest. Now we do have the ones for Christmas as well. It was like believe, hope, peace, something like that. So I did buy the foliage to do a Christmas one as well. I was like, I need to get this done already for the fall because I had all this stuff and this was my original plan. But here it is. Okay, and then this is what your side looks like. This is all Dollar Tree, every single thing. And you can let your creative juices flow, make any type of centerpiece you want, and switch it out all the time. And if your foam gets too holy at some point, switch out the foam too and start all over and have brand new foam to do all of your foliage and things in. So yeah, it's all secure enough. It can all be removed. I can save this all in a big gallon size or 2.5 gallon size Ziploc when I'm done and have it all ready for next fall as well when I break this apart. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This has been in my head since August and it's finally done now. And today is November 9th. So yeah, better late than never. At least I get a few weeks out of it, and then we switch to Christmas. So, all right, until the next video, stay blessed, everybody. I will see you all very, very soon. I love each and every one of you.